Hello, Pisces Power people. Welcome back to Pisces Power Tarot, a channel created by a Pisces for Pisces of all placements, as well as cross-watchers who care about a Pisces in their lives. Thank you for being here. Just a little bit ago, I posted an update video to let you all know why I had an abrupt break. So if you will look in the playlist under the channel updates, you will see that. Sadly, I unexpectedly lost my mother. She passed away very unexpectedly. So me and my family have really been reeling from that, and I have not been in the headspace, as you might imagine, to create the content that you guys so richly deserve. So my hope is to jump back in here, connect with you all, and continue building on this beautiful community that we are in here together, and just really getting back into the swing of things. So I appreciate your patience. I appreciate those of you who emailed me and was like, hey, you know, just checking on you. Where'd you go? Are you okay? Those emails let me know that my presence was noticed and missed, and that means everything to me. So thank you all for doing that for me. That just lets me know that what I'm building, what we are building here, is a space that is first and foremost empathetic. And that is super important to me in today's world. And I believe it's super important for all of you because at the end of the day, all we have is each other, right? That's all we have. And so I am grateful to know that I have you, and I want you to know that you have me. Okay? I love you all so much. Actually going to do something new in this video today. I have gotten some charms, okay? So in this dish, I have charms, various different symbols, feathers, owls, hearts. And over here, we have initials. So I'm going to work with these charms and spill them too, apparently. I'm going to work with these charms, the initials, when we are pulling on the energy of people that you might be resonating with. And these initials will just kind of help anchor in the message. So that way, if you think it's resonating with you, then these little charms will serve as confirmation for that. And you know what's so funny? I put them in the elevated cat food bowls that my cat does not like. She will not use these. So I thought, I'm going to use them for the channel, for the charms. So cheers. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I felt very much called to open the reading with the Starseed Oracle. Not sure if I have done that yet on the channel. If I have not, then here is our foray into the Starseed Oracle. Love it. It's beautiful. And if you identify as a starseed, it will certainly speak to you. All right. Now, just so you're aware, this is a general collective reading, okay? But I do offer personalized readings. If you would like a personalized reading, feel free to reach out to me at piscespowerreadings@gmail.com. That's piscespowerreadings@gmail.com. I'm going to cut, shuffle one more time, and see what we've got. Cut again. There we go. All right. Spirit, angels, archangels, I welcome you. We welcome you into this space, and we pray for your discernment and your direction in this divination. We have, oh, I'm sorry, defenseless, riding past wrongs, and uprooting. Oh, okay. So I'm going to just be, as always, I'm just going to be super vulnerable and just flow. First thing I want to do, I feel like some of you have I'm going to go intuitive here first, and then I'll read out of the book. But I feel like some of you have come to an impasse, or you have reached a chasm in some of your relationships. And I'm picking up on all kinds of relationships, you know, romantic, family, friends, work. Maybe you are a YouTube creator yourself, an influencer, and you have a team that's experienced a rupture in the relationships, okay? So what I'm getting here is a lot of sincere energy that is surrounding you, that is deeply, deeply sorry for any pain or confusion that they caused. And I'm even hearing Spirit say, forgive them. Okay? Now, you will know if this resonates with you. And when you hear the encouragement to forgive, I want you all to first and foremost understand that we're not talking about any kind of abuse, okay? We're not talking about any kind of narcissistic harm, you know, because there are boundaries that we have to enforce, right? And so if there's any kind of abuse or harm going on, absolutely enforce the boundary. Nobody's telling you to forgive those kind of people. But I feel what I'm picking up on is these are people who you know love you and who you know are the same mission-minded people that you are, and that you all are genuinely trying to pull in the same direction, but there's just been a rift, okay? And it's been really awkward, and it has really hurt, but Spirit just wants to encourage you to know that what has happened has not been birthed out of any kind of ill intentions, just human mistakes, okay? So we have the words, I'm sorry, defenselessness. These people or this person, they are very eager to open their heart to you, and they are perfectly fine to be held accountable and be vulnerable with you when you decide to have the hard conversation with them, okay? Righting past wrongs, uprooting, okay? And I'm also kind of getting with that uprooting in this imagery right here, beginning again, right? So it's kind of like having a new start. So I'm going to read from the book here real quick. We're living in divisive times. When we're hurt and triggered, we tend to see things as a personal attack rather than an opportunity for healing. If we're to find true peace and unity, we need to drop our defenses and see things outside of right and wrong. As souls, we intrinsically remember unity and yearn for it here on earth. Perhaps this is why it feels so painful when we experience the opposite. But it's crucial to remember that we can't simply bypass reality and pretend that unity, love, and forgiveness are here. This is one of the greatest challenges for starseeds. To bring about unity, we must first acknowledge the ways in which we both and the world have been divisive, personally, ancestrally, and collectively. The shadows, hate, wounds, separation, severing wrongs, and sadness. You may be called to explore how you, your ancestors, or your society have consciously or unconsciously inflicted pain on others. To find a way to drop the armor around your heart and see things as they truly are for all people. To say, I'm sorry, with an open heart and mean it. To be part of the healing rather than the perpetuation of inherited conflict or oppression. This isn't about blame. It's about unwinding the patterning that got us here. You may be called to devote your time to causes you believe in or do healing work on your ancestral line. The Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to drop your defenses and unwind past wrongs? That is powerful. All right. Now, as Piscean people and people who love Pisces, if you know a Pisces, you know Pisces feels so deeply. Okay, we are the deep feeling, watery, emotional sign of the zodiac. Okay, so that can be hard. It can be overwhelming. Am I right or am I right? So what we're going to do is we're going to dive into, spiritually speaking, the 5 senses. Understanding that we are extrasensory people, okay? There's way more than just 5 senses. But I'm going to use these as the gates to which we begin to perceive what we need to understand, okay? So I'm going to shuffle this deck really good and explore the 5 senses and see what kind of wisdom or insight that spirit would give us. Now, if you have not subscribed to this channel, ooh, you're missing it, my friend. I hope that you will subscribe. I can attest to how loving the people in this community are and how great the energy is here. And if you want to get in on this energy and be connected with Pisces power people, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that way you can be kept up to date on all the Pisces Power Tarot readings. Let's get started. Spirit, in the area of touch, what do my Pisces people need to get their hands on? Taste. Spirit, what do the Pisces people here have a taste for? Smell. What's in the air for my Pisces collective? Spirit. Hearing. Spirit, what do we need to hear? Finally, seeing. Spirit, what would you like to show us? In the area of touch, and what we need to get our hands on is the 8 of Wands. This tarot card speaks of communication, which has a lot to do with this card right here. I'm sorry is one of the most vulnerable communications that we can ever express. And because this is the 8 of Wands, there is a swiftness to this energy. There is a swiftness and incoming energy to this elemental card, okay? And so what I'm hearing is don't waste any time because of pride, okay? We're not promised tomorrow, and you just don't know what can happen in a day, okay? Put down your pride. If you need to say that you're sorry, do it today, okay? Don't let pride stand in the way. Look at this reading as your permission to allow yourself to be vulnerable. Now, on the flip side, if you are the person who is going to receive the apology, I want to encourage you to allow the person or the people that are going to be apologizing to you, allow them their vulnerability so that way they don't regret having this experience with you and in the future be less willing to apologize. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot, that's a lot of wisdom, y'all. Just saying. Not trying to take my own horn here. That's spirit, but that's some wisdom right there, y'all. So yeah, just be prepared to receive someone in vulnerability and also be prepared to reciprocate that vulnerability, okay? In the area of taste, what do my people have a taste for? King of Swords. Oh, okay. Listen, y'all. Listen to me. I just heard the words revenge. Some of you have been so hurt that you do want revenge, okay? And I'm seeing this energy of the King of Swords. He's got his sword drawn. He's got his sword held up in the air, ready to lower his hand and strike at his enemies, okay? He is sitting in his power and he is ready to wield that sword. But Spirit is saying not so fast, okay? Right now is not the time to be in a swordy kind of energy, okay? You're being called to be merciful, not merciless, okay? Y'all, this is like I'm your mama today, okay? So just listen to me, okay? Just listen to what I'm trying to say here. In the area of smell, what do we have? We have the Seven of Swords. More sword energy. Okay, so here's what I'm hearing. Strategy. I'm hearing strategy. I'm going to sit with that for just a minute because I feel like that there's a huge download coming from this. Okay. I think this is going to be channeled. This is going to be a channeled message right here. In times past, when someone has done you wrong, you have always had a very particular way of dealing with that wrong, okay? Righting past wrongs, y'all. I just realized that that's what's on this card again. I mean, I just remembered it. Wow. Whew. So, but Spirit is saying it's time for you to learn how to deal differently with those who offend or attack you. You're being called to a higher perspective. You're being called to empathize with people who do not have the same capacity that you have, okay? Spirit is saying it is time to employ a new and different strategy. Instead of wielding the swords and everybody getting into a sword fight, right? Using your words and your communication right here to harm, to hurt, to cut, to tear down. Spirit is saying, I'm calling you to be the one to go and just gather up all the swords. Just take them completely off the battlefield, okay? Remove them from the space because they are no longer the tools that I'm calling you to use in order to build community. Wow. If this resonates with you, please hit that like button because this is major. This kind of message is only received by people who have a lot of capacity, wisdom, spiritual discernment, and a very, very big heart. Whoa, this is good. All right, Spirit, in the area of hearing, what else do we need to hear? Ooh, the Magician, Major Arcana. Okay, now look here. The Magician has all of the elements, right? The Magician has the sword, but that's not what's in his hand. That's not what he's wielding at this moment. The Magician has has a cup, the emotions, right? The wand, and so you've got the pentacle, so you've got all the elements here. So what Spirit is saying is once you take the swords off the battleground and they're no longer on the table to be used, you're going to learn as a collective, either in your relationships, whether that's you and a romantic partner, whether that's you and a child or a parent, you and your family at large, you and your work community, you and your YouTube or whatever platform you use, creative community. Spirit is saying once you put down the swords, you're going to start picking up other things like this wand, which represents true communication, okay? You're going to learn how to manifest. You will clear the path for you to manifest when you guys put all your swords away, okay? That's good. Now, in the area of seeing, Spirit, what do we need to see? More swords, guys. More swords. 9 of Swords. Okay, what I'm hearing here is that there are a lot of you, perhaps 9 of you, actually. And it doesn't have to be. It can just be you and a romantic partner. But someone has been spending some late nights upset over what's happened. Look, we started off with the same position. Y'all, are you seeing this? Look, bent over with their head in their hands, bent over with head in the hands. Someone is deeply, deeply sorry. Deeply, deeply sorry. And if you did not believe their sincerity before, you can believe it now, okay? There has been lost sleep, nights of anxiety. There's been nightmares, sleep interruptions. This whole thing has been agony, okay, for everyone involved. And it is time to put the swords away. It is time to put the swords away. Okay, I'm going to get a Moonology card, all right? Moonology I love because it addresses cycles and seasons. It addresses stuck energy, and it's just a great way to help us close out the message. And I will also, of course, pull our charms, so the reading won't end quite right here, but this is definitely kind of our journey out on the other end of the reading. Now, if you have not subscribed, please do. We would love, love, love to have you here. And if you would like a personal reading, then reach out to me at piscespowerreadings@gmail.com. All right, Spirit, what Moonology card do you have for us? What do we have here? Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible. So here's what I'm hearing. Perhaps some of you feel like this relationship rupture is beyond repair. You don't even believe it's possible to put things back together. But Spirit is here to say it's a blue moon, baby. It is a special time. It is a special season. And there is a reason that this relationship rupture is going to be repaired. Okay? So take heart, believe in the impossible, and just know that you and your loved one or loved ones are about to get back on the path. Now, I've been so eager for this. Let's check out the charms. I'm just going to go ahead and put a few right there. Let's see here. And then I'm going to pull a few initial charms. And let's see what we have, my Pisces people. We have the initial N, okay? So maybe some people that you're dealing with, their name begins with an N. We have J. So maybe you're, I just heard the name Jeremy. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Jeremy or a Jane. Okay. We have an M, Mary. Meredith, I just heard. Meredith. Okay. We have a G. Okay, maybe some of you are dealing with a G. I just heard the name Gianni. Gianni, okay? Maybe G resonates with you all. George, Georgina. V. Victoria, I just heard. Victoria. And we have Q, okay? That looks like a P probably because of the camera angle. But it's a Q from my end. But if you want to take it as a P, you can take it as a P. Okay, so that's the initials that we're dealing with. And maybe these initials represent someone that you're dealing with who's in this situation with you. If that resonates, drop in the comments if you're dealing with someone with an N, J, M, G, V, Q, or P. Okay, we also have a feather. We have the moon and star. This moon and star, there's two things that come to my mind. Number one is South Carolina in the United States, the Isle of Palms. And then this also reminds me of the Islamic crescent, okay? So perhaps this symbol could relate to you in either of those ways. Y'all, look at this, a guitar. There is someone musical in your life that you are dealing with, that you've had this falling out with. Perhaps, I just heard, perhaps you all are in a band together and there's 9 of you. Remember I said earlier, perhaps there's 9 of you who have had this falling out that you are sorting through. Here we have an Arabic symbol, and I don't know what this means. If you are Arabic, would you be so kind as to drop in the comments what this symbol means? Isn't that interesting how I said earlier we have this crescent and star, and I said it reminds me of the Islamic crescent. And now we have an Arabic symbol? Interesting. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, then we have here the lovely little outline of either an oil lamp or a seashell. Oh, seashell, Isle of Palms, South Carolina. Going back to that image again, or that symbol again. We have a spider. Perhaps some of you practice witchcraft and you can relate to that spider symbol. Oh my goodness. And I just heard some of you, or one of you, might be an entomologist, or you're really into bugs and insects because you think they're so cool. Then we have a mermaid, this lovely little mermaid, which goes right along with this crescent moon and star, Isle of Palms, South Carolina. If you're from South Carolina, or if you're from Isle of Palms, drop in the comments and let us know. How cute. And then we have a chandelier. Let there be light. And we have, 1, 2, 3, a footprint. A footprint. Interesting. Footprints in the sand is what I just heard. So these are your charms. This is your message. If any of this resonated with you, will you drop in the comments and let us know? If you have not subscribed, I hope you'll click that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want personalized readings, get at me at piscespowerreadings@gmail.com, and I will see you, my precious people, in the next video. Peace out, Pisces.